Hi there, Michael Palladini here, aka MacGyver, all the YouTube folk out there. And with regards to my 2001 Explorer project I'm working on, I've got the rest of my parts in here. This is all the interesting stuff. This is the timing chains and the guides and tensioners and all that good stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not using the little 720 flip cam tonight, and it's not because I wouldn't like to, but realized I'm all fresh out of batteries, so I have to use my JVC tonight. That's okay, I guess, somewhat, because that way I can go ahead and edit it all up and post it. Won't be as good as Daddy Tech's work, but well, it's all right. So, just to bring you up to speed, we've basically, this is a 2001 Ford Explorer with a 4-liter single overhead cam V6. And one of the nasty problems that are inherent in the design of this engine is that the timing chain guides, they're all plastic and they have a tendency to break, and when they break, they allow the timing chain to go slack, and in some cases slack enough, in this case anyway, to make the engine jump time. And unfortunately, being an interference run engine, it wreaks a lot of havoc in there. And of course, in the previous video you saw the 3 dents in the pistons and all that. I have the heads back, they're all good to go and finished, but here is the new timing kit, and comes with almost everything, but Cloy's is a very good manufacturer. They do a lot of OEM stuff, and they're very high quality. There's a lot of stuff out there. I could have got this a little bit cheaper online, but the quality just wouldn't be there. And for the money that it costs, labor-wise, to do a job this involved, $100 is not that big a difference. I mean, I know it's $100, but when you're talking about this, I would take $100 less labor before I would skip on these particular parts. So, not enough to buy them at the dealer, but then again, Cloy's is a very well-respected manufacturer, and I trust their product. So, wow, it was a free plug, wasn't it? Anyway, also in my previous video, I had mentioned, heard me call this a timing chain cassette. And that's exactly what they call it. And it's kind of pre-assembled and tie strapped together. And this is how you have to install it in the engine, because you can't just slide the gears on and then with the chain on them. There's no room. It's a hole in the block, and then well, actually I got it upside down, silly me. It drops down in the block. This goes on the camshaft, and this one actually would, this particular cassette goes on the driver's side, and it drops down in, and you clip these off at the last second as you're dropping them down in there, and this goes over the center jack shaft behind the main timing gear, and then this bolts on to the camshaft at the top. So that's for the driver's side. This is the fun one. This is the one that goes in the rear of the engine. Of course, you have to pull the engine out to be able to change this, hence why we have the engine out. And this one drops in, if you're looking at the back of the motor, it drops in like this, and then this of course bolts onto the jack shaft, and this bolts onto the cam, and this is all, there's bolt holes here, and tensioner screws in from the side of the motor and pushes out on this to tension the chain, and then this guide, it bolts in there, and then there's another bolt that goes in, and that's that for that. And then we have our new tensioners. These are the devices that jumped out of my hand in that other video. They were coated with oil, but they're fed with oil pressure right there through a little hole, and they keep tension out on that timing chain. This is for one side, and then this one's for the other. And the remaining bits and bobs here, we have some various chain guides here. This is the big one that was broken on the front of the motor, and this one really wasn't damaged, but this was the bottom guide for the balance shaft chain, and this is the part that was broken on the balance shaft. And of course you put it in, and then when you have it all in, then you pull a pin out, and that keeps tension on the balance shaft chain. And of course we have our new chains. This is the main chain that goes from the bottom of the crankshaft to the jack shaft, and then of course you saw the two chains for the other, and then this is the cute little chain for the balance shaft. That's pretty much it for the timing chain parts. That's about close to $200-300 worth of materials there, and that's what we're going to put in this motor. And stay tuned, and we'll update you as we go. And next video, I'm going to unbox a new tool I got, and talk about some more upcoming videos where I got a really nice tool coming. So stay tuned, we'll talk to you then.